Deep Dive Sunday. I'm sure nobody cares. Let's all give thanks to this wonderful lady who shall remain nameless. Bert Rosenberg, criminal attorney of Stamford. Subject: Land Use Committee approval of 5G agreement AT&T and Verizon September 14th, a month ago, where no one was told what they were doing. Attached are the members of the Land Use Committee documentation. This is a 24-page document. This is where the towers are going. Meanwhile, the environmental studies are false. Chapin Avenue, Wardwell Avenue, Wardwell Avenue, Chapin and Wardwell Avenue. Maximum exposure. James Morrissey, Esquire, Brown Rudnick. Without telling anyone, they're going to subject you to mortal mass quantities of RF radiation. Ben Bucha, Deep Group, DPUC, AT&T, Malcell, what the hell? Jesus Christ. Hi, Len. Wow. RF emissions report that shows AT&T proposed equipment to be compliant with FCC guidelines. That's hilarious. The guidelines are from 1996 on 2G. This is 6G. Should AT&T choose to continue with this location and file with PURA? Wait a minute. Aren't we all under a lawsuit against Johnny Flynn? Who is Vincent Paquette? What is going on here? Hold on a second. Application attachment 2 based on fraud. Oh, they forgot that based on fraud part. Describe, if any, A&T has taken to rule out the potential nearby locations without asking the general public how many cases of autism they will materially impact. How many cases of cancer per poll? How many cases of infertility per poll? Hold on. Small cell? Wait a second. Is that a smart meter? Are they deadly? Hold on a second. What's going on here? What's the frequency, Kenneth? 88.5 megahertz. Wait a second. That's harmful. 105? 90? 103? They must be talking about EMF. Because they can't be talking about the FCC's MPE for the general population. How can they get away with this crap? Oh, there's a judge involved. You're kidding. A retired judge. Does the public know Matthew Butcher? Who is a butcher? Matt. Matt is a butcher. Literally. Marissa Gillette, the biggest criminal in the United States of America. What's the decision? Whose decision? She doesn't have immunity. The citing PURA. What? Property owner objections. Let's see what it says. By letters dated, sought consent, and provided notice without any implied consent, subjected them to a biological weapon, adjoining property, voice message sent indicated she withholds her consent. Voice message indicated objection is based on the issue pertaining to the health effects related to radio frequency emissions and the proposed location. Fantastic! In a written objection filed December 3rd, we reiterate her objection requesting that AT&T find another utility pole on Chapin Avenue that is not next to her house. Objection. Alternative locations should not be used for facilities instead of this poor lady's pole. Lady, sue him. Lady, under regulations, no certified telecommunication shall install, maintain, and operate, manage, or control facilities under or over any public highway or street. Applications to construct telecommunication facilities in the PROW shall be filed 90 days prior to the commencement of the construction without your consent, and they do it anyway, even if you object. So what I'm saying is, if there is a child living with 120 feet of that pole, specific language contained in Connecticut General Statute 16234, the term immediate, PURA formalization of small cell antenna applicant process and procedures to construct facilities in public rights of way. I can't believe how awesome this document is. Environmental Health Trust. Look at this. Mrs. Buca's PFT raised the concern that Connecticut Circuit Court of Appeals for D.C. Circuit in Environmental Health Trust versus the Federal Communications Commission scrutinized the standard in a decision dated August 3rd, 2021. Blah, blah, blah. During the hearing on March, Attorney Maker, on behalf of Bukaj, raised the concern about the FCC standard again. The application of Celco Partnership for approval on construction plan to install wireless facility within certain public rights of way. The authority determined that the FCC has sole legal authority, and they object. Here it is. The authority determined that 47 U.S.C. 332 preempts the states from regulating the placement and construction of modification of personal wireless services. God bless America, and God bless the lady who sent me this. Now, unfortunately, I think I'm not going to cover this more. I'm going to tell you something. This is due to bribery to U.S. Senator billionaire, U.S. Senator Richard Skeletor Blumenthal, who lived in Japan. And when he sold his condo, he put in his contract that he would not sell it to an African American. Can you believe that? Can you believe that he's a racist? And he thinks every Trump supporter is a racist. And it is Richard Blumenthal who wrote in a contract, I will not sell my condo to an African American. Really? Why do the African Americans support him? I don't know. What else can I tell you about 5G? Well, it's so complicated you need to follow me all the time, unfortunately, until the case is won. And we're adding a $300 million claim this week. $300 million claim this week. And we're going to ask for triple damages. We will be at $1 billion momentarily. Just give me a few more days. It's complicated. Now, the most important message is Hartford already accepted this garbage. New Haven already accepted this garbage. Stamford hasn't voted on it yet. Neither has Southport. Neither has Trumbull. Neither has New Canaan. What's going on here is the FCC standard is 27 years old. It's based on 2G, which is not 5G and certainly not 6G. This is how much hair I've lost. since I started working on this lawsuit, because 3 of the plaintiffs are threatened at gunpoint. 3 plus an attorney of the 4th. That means 4 for 4. Some of the plaintiffs have dropped out due to false arrest, strip searches, and shocking them through 5G. Biometric chipping by Yale. Yale is a defendant. They haven't answered. The judge is a Yale employee. So is the judge's wife. Yale hasn't answered, and he hasn't made them answer. And he has 50 outstanding subpoenas, and none of them are answered. So what's going to happen at the juncture that we are coming to a crossroads? I don't know what to tell you, except that this is extremely dangerous. Anyone and everyone needs to object to 5G. Everyone who's anyone needs to send me their affidavit about the harm that they have received. About the harm they have received. Because I am telling you this. This will be the largest judgment against Connecticut. It won't bankrupt Connecticut. That's too bad. It's being filed in New Jersey and New York, and it's going to bankrupt New York and New Jersey. Colorado wants in, Florida wants in, California wants in, and I'll tell you this, you better get involved with your neuro rights, because for 50 years they've been working on the technology. The patents are there, and they are doing remote neural monitoring. So, what can I say? I think I've said enough. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. And remind Judge Bizzuto that if she doesn't answer the writ, I will not drop her. And if she answers the writ truthfully, I will drop her from the lawsuit. Because that's the law. The law says, answer the lawsuit. And the judge has not caused any motions for dismissal or I have been asking for summary judgment for people not answering the writ. That's what you would expect in a free America, not the Federal Court of Connecticut, which is compromised by Richard Blumenthal, who has a confidentiality agreement with every judge. If you want to be a federal judge, you need to submit to Skeletor. Skeletor is a defendant here, and the judge refused to recuse himself, so now we need a jury, and we're asking for 5 grand juries. 5. The number's going to go up dramatically. We're probably going to see 30, but we're on number 5. Have a great day.